Before I go, I want to talk about the coronavirus. Now we're back to more lockdowns. Now we're back to we can't open the schools. Now we're back, or we've increased it to we're having masks that we have to wear all over the place. One Texas official suggested that we should have to wear masks in our home. By their lights, I should be giving you this presentation wearing a mask. This is where I think, and we have a new study coming out, or that has come out, suggesting that hydrochloroquine is effective in cutting deaths. We had new studies that remdesivir is effective in cutting deaths from coronavirus. So we have this unusual situation. Well, it's really not unusual given realities of science, where the cases are going up, but the deaths are going down. You know what that tells me? It tells me the coronavirus is over as a crisis. I think it's long been over. If you've been following in my tweet feed and my comments on this update, I think it's been long over. There should never have been lockdowns. And I don't object if people want to wear masks. I don't think they work. I'm not aware of science saying they work. But if you want to wear a mask, go ahead, wear a mask. It's a free country. But my view, everyone's going to get it more or less. And so what we need to do is think of ways either to prevent people from getting it through drugs, prophylactics potentially, preventatives like hydrochloroquine might be. India is using it as a preventative, but you've got this crazed anti-Trump media medical establishment that tries to downplay any successful preventative measures or treatments, medical treatments for coronavirus. They're all hyped on, quote, cases. And in the meantime, our country is being destroyed. I know the economy is doing better, but that's because we were coming from a low end, terribly low point going way up. Many of us still can't go to the office for work. I'm in the District of Columbia here. Our office is still closed effectively in terms of people being able to go into the office on a regular way. And that's true pretty much all over the city. It's true in most big cities. And now there's this fight over the schooling, where if you want to open your schools according to CDC guidelines, you basically have to cut your class size in half, and there are all these onerous requirements that will make it impossible not only to school children effectively in person, but they will traumatize the children in doing so. I mean, they talk about the science of masks. I was out earlier today, or it was yesterday. I was walking down the street. Everyone had a mask on. Big street, huge sidewalks. Everyone had a mask on. And I thought, why don't we have goggles on? Because isn't that another membrane that is susceptible to viral infection as your mucous membrane or your mouth? Why not goggles? Now we have news that it may be in the air much easier, or it may be more communicable much more easily through the air. And I don't say that to scare you. I say that to say there's not much we can do within reason to prevent it from being spread without keeping everyone in their home and never allowing them to leave. We've got to reopen our society again. People have got to get back to work. Children have got to be able to do what children do. We got to reopen our society again. And Justice Department has been AWOL. Our freedoms have been suppressed by the states. I talk about the federal system. The states don't have the right to suppress your rights the way they've been doing during the lockdowns. And the courts are afraid to say no to them, more or less. Now and again, you get a good decision. Bill Barr threatened to do all sorts of things from the Justice Department in terms of protecting the rights of businesses and commerce and all of that. That hasn't happened. I mean, we have a FOIA on Dr. Fauci. We can't even get documents on a simple FOIA request. Just emails, just a few emails for a brief period of time over WHO and China and coronavirus. How many emails could there have been? Excuse me, I'm a little thirsty. Everything right now about the coronavirus is political. It's all about getting Trump. It's about the election. If you think it's science, I guess you could think that, but science has little, if anything, to do with it. And they're happy to destroy the economy. They're happy to make your children miserable. They're happy to damage your children if it means getting Trump.
Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all the latest news from Judicial Watch.